Hello to all interested people. My name is Bernard Koerten. I'm a former member of the 16th Armored Division. I did our training in Camp Chaffee, Arkansas. Previous to that, I did my basic training in Fort Knox, Kentucky, before they went to Camp Chaffee. Now, we waited till all the division got fully staffed, and then later I became a tank gunner, and that's the way we went when we went overseas, and we went all the way across Germany into Czechoslovakia. And that's what we're credited of liberation of the city of Pilsen, Czechoslovakia. I very well remember going through there on the Sunday, May 6th. We were right through the center of the city, and they lined us up on the outskirts facing east. And that's when the war ended. The next day I had my picture taken, which you'll see a picture of me on the top of the tank in a few minutes. This next group of men here, this is Camp Chaffee, Arkansas. You can see me on the right side. This is my first furlough. This is the end of December 1943. Now this is our group. This is B Company, 5th Tank Battalion. I was in the 2nd platoon, and and that was when I became a tank gunner, shortly after this picture was taken. This picture was taken in the summer of 1944. Now this group of pictures have taken some overseas. The very top picture in the middle is in Pilsen, Czechoslovakia. The day, this is May 7th, on a Monday, at just about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, as a photographer came down. He had a camera and he took our pictures there, whoever wanted one taken. This is me sitting on the top of the tank on the day after we liberated Pilsen. Now the rest of the photos are mostly during the training in Camp Chaffee, and then later on when I was in the trucking outfit. There's some of our tanks that we trained with. And the ones on the left is when I went into trucking outfits. You can see the trailer, which those trailers and tractors will be mentioned in a future story that I will endeavor to take. And that's me at the bottom with my dog on the bottom. And that's about it. The one on the bottom. This wooden design is given to me by a girlfriend over in Czechoslovakia. Her father was Czech and her mother was German, and she gave me that before I left the area. It was right on the border of Germany and Czechoslovakia. It's a scene of a cabin, like in the mountains, like just a little souvenir. Two. Now I want to show you a picture of this tank here and the position that I occupied in as a tank gunner. My rank was corporal. I was a tank gunner. I fired the 76 millimeter gun that you see here. And I sat right on the right side of that white star right there, inside. And my periscope was coordinated with the gun barrel of that tank. I could only move it with that. And I could saw straight ahead and up and down or sideways to a certain extent. Now the driver was on the left side, the co-driver was on the right side in the front here, and the loader was also in the tank on the other side, on the left side of it. But that, you can see the description.
I just paused it.
You got that?
Yeah, we got that.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, let me just get it again.
Now this tank was made by my son. He put it together about 6 months ago, and he's very intricate. You can see all the designs and everything. It's very hard. I was unable to do it, and he did it in about a month's time or so. And it's a pretty accurate display. And he mounted it and this dust cover on it. So it's I kind of like it very much. You can see the gas can in ours. We didn't have that in ours, but. Well, that's about the extent of my story now. I have one more story that I could send into the information, and it doesn't only relate to me because it's been done by other folks too. It was the disposition of the prisoners of war that had to be dealt with over there. And it was one of the details before the war ended that I was involved in. just alone. And our company, 30 men were taking out on a PW detail. But I will invite, on another story, I will bring that up. Well, thank you very much for listening to it. This is part of my story there. And we'll contact everybody later.